Hey guys, how's it going? It's Billy here, and in today's video, we're going to be benchmarking the $550 budget gaming PC that games at 1080p. Context-wise, this computer is supposed to be affordable and play games at 1080p. So those are the two kind of requirements that I wanted it to be, and the other requirement being that it has somewhat of an upgrade path in the future. That's why I decided to go with LGA 1151 from Intel instead of going with an AMD platform. In all honesty, I'm just waiting for Zen at this point. Now, of course, with this build, it's only using a 450 watt power supply, and most likely you'll want to be upgrading the GPU in the future. So you'd probably be upgrading the power supply as well from the 450 watts to something greater. But in all honesty, a lot of GPUs nowadays are running pretty efficiently, so you might be getting away with it, but you better check with the specifications first and foremost. And another thing to put in context as well, this PC is to be playing games that are not really so heavy. So we're not talking about like your Tomb Raiders, your Hitmans, your Battlefield games. This one's going to be playing more popular games that can tend to be free to play or just aren't really taxing on the system, but play them at a really good frame rate and at high quality. So my testing method was as follows. I decided to use Fraps to capture the minimum, average, and highest frame rates for each of these games. I ran it for approximately 5-minute duration during the gameplay in order to get a better result. And the 4 games that I benchmarked for this test are Grand Theft Auto 5, Overwatch, Dota 2, and Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And they all varied at different settings, and I'm going to be mentioning which one they are for each of them. And just as another note, VSync was off for all of these because the display that we used capped out at 60 Hz, so we didn't want to skew it just to make sure that 60 frames wasn't the highest frames possible. So let's get right into it, and let's start with Overwatch first. Now, Overwatch was set to the high preset, and it had 4 times texture filling. It was a minimum of 80 FPS, 106 FPS on average, and a 161 FPS maximum. Next up was GTA 5 on very high preset, and it only used 2,357 megabytes of the total RAM. Now there's no MSAA, it has 16 times AF, and there was no advanced graphical settings involved at all. In terms of minimum FPS, it hit 29 FPS for minimum. On average, it was hitting about 57 frames per second, and in the maximum range of it, it was hitting 114. Probably on something just looking at a wall, to be honest. Next up is Counter-Strike Global Offensive. For that, it was the very high preset with 8 times MSAA and 4 times AF. Now the minimum frame rate for that was 145, an average of 232 frames per second, and a maximum of 298. And certainly last but not least is Dota 2, and this was on the best looking preset. Now the minimum FPS for Dota 2 was 89, and on average it was hitting 100 FPS with a maximum of 121 frames per second. Now hopefully in the future I'll be using other methods in terms of benchmarking with other games that are a little bit more taxing, and even some synthetic benchmarks as well, but the purpose of this video was for the goal of this certain build was to play these particular games at 1080p. And for the most part, I just used the presets available and set them to either high or very high, but nothing lower than high. I never set them to medium or anything like ultra. I just wanted the game to look really, really good and play at least 60 frames on average. And in all honesty, I think we accomplished that with this build. It's not going to be using particularly taxing software on it or any particularly taxing games either. For the user that it's going to be using it, it's going to be a good PC for them for the games that they want to play. And as mentioned, there is at least an upgrade path in the future, and we're not stuck with an old socket. So there you have it, folks. You can build your very own affordable gaming PC and actually play it at decent resolution, 1080p, and play it with decent in-game quality as well, at least in the high range. And you don't even have to spend a fortune. You also got to remember that a computer can do more than just play games. It can do other things. You can do your schoolwork on it, etc., etc. The possibilities are endless. So for only spending $550, including Windows, it can actually play some pretty modern titles and just really popular ones that you could probably just be playing with your friends. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press that thumbs up button. And if you'd like to see more building of computers and benchmarking and testing them out, be sure to hit that subscribe button as well so you don't miss out in the future. And if you guys didn't like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs down button and let me know why in the comment section below. What kind of benchmarking software should I use instead? Maybe some suggestions for games as well. Guys, be sure to let your opinions known. Be sure to leave a comment down below. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching today's video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.